live radio, local podcasts, the Frederick Podcast Network at listenfrederick.com.
Hey, welcome everyone to this special edition of the Original Sports Podcast with yours truly, Mark Maradei, my boys, Rasheen.
I'm here. Yes.
Yeah. Rage Against the Rasheen. Coach K. Watt and Coach Noob joining us. Pretty excited to talk Super Bowl preview. Fellas, how you doing today, though? It's early in the day.
Yes. We're great. Too early to be drinking.
Yes.
Yeah, so cheers.
It's non-alcoholic.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah. Non-alcoholic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, this is alcoholic. This is a guy. Cold beer. It just took me a minute.
Where are we?
Hey, just a shout. Oh, we are at Frederick Social in downtown Frederick. And, wow, got to love this place. We've done some shows here before. We did them in the back room, and it was pretty cool. But the owners, Mike and Audie, the Nagys, they asked us to basically sit out front and do a show out front. And I said, yeah, we'll check it out. And this is a great location for us. If you look behind my camera guy, Joe, here, you can see the beer wall, the wine wall, everything you want. So you come in, you get a little card, and you don't have to tell anybody what you want to drink. You just give them your credit card up there, and you go up there, boop, stick it in. You're in business. So
Definitely testing responsibility.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, you gotta love that.
DUI, rolling up out of town.
Uber. We do have a couple pairs of tickets for the Hyper Beer Festival at the Frederick Fairgrounds on February 15th from 12 to 7. So if you email us, you can scan our code, go to our webpage, and email us. The first 2 emails I get, I will send you a pair of tickets for the Hyper Beer Festival. Going to be a lot of music, going to be a lot of food, going to be a lot of entertainment, and there's going to be a lot of beer. So first two people to email me, I will send you a pair of tickets for that. Compliments of Matt at Rockwell Brewery. So thanks, Matt. Appreciate you doing that. But that's not why we're here, folks. We are here to talk football. Tomorrow is Super Bowl 59. You know how I always remember the Super Bowl because I'm the same age as Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Are you 59?
So who was in the first Super Bowl?
59?
I'm 59.
So who was in the first Super Bowl?
The Green Bay Packers.
And-
Wait, is that Kansas City? Was that Kansas City?
Yep.
Green Bay, Kansas City.
Wow.
It was.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah. And the irony of it all is Kansas City's back in it, going for the.
Yeah.
You can't say the three-peat though. Joe was telling me the other day that Pat Riley owns. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Pat Riley owns the rights. Yeah, the rights to three-peat.
Wait,
Yeah.
using 3P?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He did release it. I just looked into it. He did release
Oh, wow.
the authorization if they win. So they probably paid the bucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
He kept the rights to the three-peat. So it'd
Yeah.
be interesting.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
But fellas, let's get into this.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about these two teams. What are the biggest storylines going into this game tomorrow? What do you think the biggest storylines are?
Chiefs going for another Super Bowl victory.
A third one in a row?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Mahomes as a starting quarterback has never, ever not played in AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Wait,
And he's
say
not
that again?
he's never not played in the AFC
Since he's
Championship.
been in the league.
Since he's been a starter.
He's been a starter.
He
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, are we ever going to see somebody like him again?
I hope. I mean, they all come, they come and go.
Yeah. I mean, is it just him or is it coaching also?
I'd say Andy Reid's one of the best coaches ever.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Newt?
Great combination.
Waddy? For those guys, I mean, Andy Reid did it with Philadelphia, and then he's doing it with Kansas City. He really never missed a beat. I think Sheen actually sent.
I see it here.
I think Sheen actually sent his record, right? Was it for
Yeah, that
Sheen?
was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, that's crazy.
They talk about Mike Tomlin never having a losing season.
Yeah. Yeah. And he had 3 Super Bowls with those. Oh, those
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to to actually see how things play out for him. How about Philadelphia, though? You know, his old nemesis, his old team that he dragged there.
Mhm.
Sirianni's been in the hunt for the last 4 years since he's been head coach.
Yeah, which is also impressive. And just think, they were trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, they were.
They were trying to get rid of
This time last year, we
they
were
trying
talking
to run the
about
man
that.
out of town.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. That's a fact.
Is the difference Saquon, no, Noobs?
I think it is. I was just going to say, man, them getting Saquon is huge. He just revealed that he almost went to Chicago.
Really? What was he spoken?
Well, he didn't go there, so he wasn't.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There might have been more money or something.
could have been.
You can always, that's why you can't always go for the money. That's just my opinion.
Well, he's also from that Harrisburg area.
Yeah,
too.
he's from Harrisburg. That might have been his team growing
I ain't
up.
nowhere near Chicago.
No. I'm talking about Philly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
His, at the end of the day, his
Could have been the next
his
week.
choice. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Well, how about their storyline? What's this all based on? Is it the fact that, can Jalen Hurts actually get it done this time? Because he had a killer game last time they played 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He had over 300 yards passing.
Turned the ball over though.
Yeah, he did. Second half, right?
Yeah.
Second half,
that
he
was
fell
huge.
apart.
I don't think it's all on him. I think you go into the game the same way what got you to it, and that's Saquon, making sure he gets off.
Yeah.
Because if he gets off, then you're set up for the rest of the game, and then the throws become easier for Hurts, and that's what's happened.
Yeah.
Is that throws have been easy, guys wide open. So if they stop Saquon, which I'm sure KC's that's
Right.
their focus.
That's what I want.
If they stop him, now that means it goes on to Hurts.
Yeah.
Do we see the Hurts from 2 years ago, or do
And
or
do
is he
y'all think he
matured
can
from
get it done?
Yeah.
That's the question for me. Without the run game.
Noobs, you saw Hurts play twice this year against your 3 times. That's
Yeah,
right, 3 times
three
against your
times.
Commanders. So from that
Yeah.
perspective, do you think that he can get it done if they take Saquon away?
If they're pressuring him, I don't see him making a mistake. He's prone to make like little mistakes here and there. So I think it depends if they're pressured or not. If there's no pressure and he can sit in the clean pocket, then I think he's okay. But I think a guy like Chris Jones is like we were going to talk about guys. Like I think he could have a huge
It's
impact.
gonna be a long
So,
day.
I really ultimately I think it's going to come down to turnovers.
Mhm.
I think if Philly plays a clean game and they don't turn the ball over, I think they will.
I think Philly can win too. I do. I have a lot of confidence not only in Saquon, but what's the guy who comes in second for them? I'm trying to think of what his name is.
Gainwell.
Yeah,
Gainwell,
yeah.
Gainwell.
But then the kid they got, Will Shipley,
Shipley.
he showed like a ton of ability running the ball downhill.
Well,
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was he a quarterback in college?
No, he was the
Okay.
running back for
Running back.
Clemson. And if he had came out a year earlier, he probably would have been in the one of those backs that would have been first off the board.
Really?
Yeah, he wound up getting hurt.
Are those days going back to coming off the board that early?
No,
Boise
they're talking.
State's coming out.
Yeah, he's gonna be in
go
the first. He's the only one.
Who we
He's here
saying?
from Boise.
Oh yeah, that's what
He's-
they're saying. Him,
He's
yeah.
gonna be the only one.
They're saying he's
but
gonna
that's
go
it.
first round.
I think there's so many of them.
Some
No.
mocks have him going to Pittsburgh.
No,
I'm just saying.
we're not going there.
I'm
Right
just saying.
now.
I'm just saying.
No.
That's what it is.
I like the kid, but I would take either back from Ohio State over here.
That's one of
Either
the,
one.
one of those
Travion
guys.
Harrison, is that his name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
32.
And
Travion Henderson.
And Judkins.
He
Yeah.
fits the style.
Quincy
that they
Jones.
want.
I mean, I love his style.
Yeah,
He's straight downhill.
Yeah, we
He's coming right at you with a burst of speed. I was just listening on my way here. They were talking about we're going down to Pittsburgh.
We
rabbit
are.
hole.
We are.
They were talking
climb
about,
out, climb out.
but they were saying how a guy like Najee Harris is not a guy to fit in the NFL anymore because he has no burst getting through the hole.
I read Chicago's good.
We'll talk about that. At
Oh, they
another
will.
time.
Yeah, well,
Another
it-
time.
it's all about the system. It's all
Hey.
about the system.
Yes.
But you're right. Let's get
We'll talk
out
about
of the
that
hole.
another time.
Get out of the hole.
Listen, if you want to see some of these numbers, if you want to see why we have some of these conversations, check out our Facebook group, Original Sports Podcast. We post constantly. We post stuff up there, numbers, you name it, we got it. We grab and push it over there because we find so much stuff in our daily. My God, we just I said this on Tuesday. We just talk nonstop every day about sports, so it's a little crazy. All right, so we're saying Hurts and we're saying Mahomes.
I got one more.
Okay,
Uh-oh. Let's hear it.
Kendrick Lattimore. Kendrick Lattimore. You said storyline. Kendrick Lattimore. Not
Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry.
That's how you throw me off.
I'm going way back. I'm going way back.
You are. I'm thinking the cornerback.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going way back.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
That halftime performance.
Absolutely.
I don't watch that.
Huh?
No.
How can you not? That's what everybody else watches. If you are a non-football fan, you're watching it before the commercials and the halftime
I like
show.
Kendrick, but I don't plan on watching that.
And
I haven't watched one of them in I don't know how long.
yeah, and the young people, they want to know if he's going to mention Drake. They want to know. They want to know.
Oh, he will. Don't you think?
I think that's
He's got to.
yeah.
Noobs, do you watch at halftime?
I do.
Yeah. I watch it.
You have to.
Yeah.
Why? Aren't you cooking and preparing and
It's all done.
Yeah.
Second half food.
Yeah,
bring on the second half food.
Yeah, I don't watch that mess.
I tell you what, I bet tomorrow you're going to tune in because you need to know if he's going to mention
He's going to
Drake.
sing the song. We already know that. They're already going to do that song. They're not like
We don't know.
Okay.
They're not like us.
All right. Well,
All them other podcasts out there, they not like us.
I'll tune in.
They not like us.
You said Kendrick. So do you know who the special person?
I wish I knew.
guess
I don't know.
What do we find out? SZA.
SZA.
You know who SZA is?
Yeah, that's how I got that, man.
He's a singer.
SZA. SZA.
Like the RZA. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So,
No,
yes.
Body threw a little something in there. That was
just
good.
there, you know.
That was good.
Wow.
That was good.
Want to know?
Is that why Michelle and the girls will watch it?
He said people want to know.
Absolutely, the commercials and the halftime show. That when was it? When was Post Malone?
Taylor Swift shots.
Yeah. I'll be
Tired of
asleep.
that.
I'll be
We can all
asleep by
do
stuff.
without that,
Yeah, we can do that.
I gotta go to work.
He said he'll be asleep by 7.
I gotta go to work Monday.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was
It's gonna be a close game. You ain't gonna be asleep.
Okay.
You know what I got planned for Monday in school? They doing an independent assignment.
Nice.
You know.
Worksheets.
No, we don't do worksheets anymore. I set them up 2 days of teaching last week, and I said, when you come in Monday, we're going to do this assignment. I'm going to cover it for you again, and we're going to roll with it. And they're like, okay, Maradei. Hey, let's go to this. Strengths and weaknesses of both teams. Let's go to strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with Sheen.
Strength for Philly defense. Number one defense, if I'm not mistaken. Solid defense at secondary. Solid everywhere, really. I mean, at all three levels. D-line, linebacker, and the DBs. That's their, for Philly. Of course, Kansas City, it's Mahomes and Andy Reid. Can they draw something up to, make some plays against that defense?
I think, from my perspective, I'd say both defensive coordinators are strength. They're looking at two really strong guys. And Fangio, is that it?
Fangio.
And Steve Spagnuolo. I mean, those guys, they understand football so well. They're perfect in their position. Neither one of them could be a great head coach, but they understand from a defensive coordinator standpoint, it's less pressure on them. So they are all in. They make in-game adjustments. They make in-quarter. They make in-drive adjustments that are amazing to me. I'll be really curious to see if Fangio, we'll call him Big Vic, Coach Vic.
When you calling you Big Vic, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
I'll be curious though to see if he blitzes Mahomes a lot, because Mahomes under pressure too can be a little bit of a daunting task.
Yeah.
Depending on how the style blitz he uses.
Yes.
I think they're Philly's like 28th or 29th when it comes to blitzing.
Wow.
They don't blitz much. They sit back.
They don't need
sit
to.
back No, they. I think the story. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You
No,
want?
I was just going to say, I think the storyline for the Eagles is the talent that Howie Roseman has put together. That roster from top to bottom is, I think, more talented than any other roster in the NFL. So I would say that is the strength of Philly, just how good they have good players across the board.
Yeah.
They got one of the best receivers in the league, one of the best running back, or the best running back, if not, great O-line, tremendous O-line, if not the best O-line, best D-line. They're just loaded.
Like, you think if Hurts was on another team, he had just, I don't want to say average guys, but just good guys.
So say he played for the Commanders.
Do you think he would be as successful as he is with Philly?
I don't think anybody thinks you.
No,
No.
no. I mean, everything's all about the system and the players you got.
Yeah,
I mean, and
he's
how you make it, how you mold it, and put it
He's
all
with Kyler
together.
Murray on another team.
Yeah.
That's
my
the
opinion.
whole,
That's just my opinion. He doesn't throw. He's not. He might throw for 300. He might throw for
Yeah.
150.
Yeah.
He might also run for 3 touchdowns in that game. He's not like blowing you away with these passing stats. He's not.
When I think of guys coming out of college right now, when I look at Hurts, I think of a guy like Jalen Milroe.
Oh,
I don't want him, and I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but he kind of reminds me of him. But I think Milrose is more prone to turn the ball over. I don't think he plays as confident. Hurts plays. He plays confident. You know, they rally
Yes, he
around him. And I think that's the biggest thing that, you know, Philly has there. As far as the weakness goes, in terms of Philly, I would say their weakness might be their tight end, even though he's not bad. You know? I mean, because if you look at it on the other side, all 3 of those tight ends in Kansas City are legit guys.
yeah, they are. Yeah.
They really are. When Kelsey walks away, they have 2 more guys ready to fill that spot and catch the ball.
Yeah.
You know, they develop those tight ends really, really well. In terms of Kansas City, a weakness would probably be loading that box up and not overloading it so that Hurts can beat him, whether it's with his own legs or getting the ball out to AJ or Devontae. You know? So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see the chess match. I think, me personally, guys, I feel like this is going to be one of the best Super Bowls we've seen in a long time.
Wow.
To be honest with you, I really do. I think it's 2 teams that have earned their way to the Super Bowl. You can hate Mahomes all you want, in my opinion, but he's not Tom Brady. He's a pretty laid-back guy who just goes and gets it. You know, he's not flashy. He's not, I mean, he just plays with passion. You can feel his passion in his game. I don't know. I like Mahomes. Personally, I like Mahomes. I don't have a horse in the race, so I'm good with whoever wins. Just bring me the Doritos commercial. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Well, for me, you know, again, as far as KC, I think one of their strengths is been there and done that. This isn't over their heads. They've been in there. You know, they know what to do. They know what is expected. So that's an actual, you know, that's something you can't, you know, just make up, you know, and say it's okay. Also, they have Andy Reid, 21-4 after bye week.
That's
I
insane.
keep putting that out there because I think sometimes people tend to forget that. Yeah, and he that's called preparing. When you're 21-4, so that's another advantage.
You think he spends more hours preparing during the bye week to play his next game than he does during a regular week? You think that's why he's more successful?
I think he comes up with more stuff because you got that extra week, so you can come up with the, you know, this, that, and the other, and you have time to look at that opponent just a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, so you come up with something different.
Yeah.
You know, which is, you know, I'm not going to say, but you know, some teams like to do that.
Hey, before Newton,
Win or lose, he's coming back. He already said he had an interview in the winter.
Yeah.
He's coming back another year, which is fantastic.
Yes. Yeah.
For an old guy like that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, before
He's my
Newton,
coach, you know, as a coach, he's my coach.
Yeah.
before Noob gives his take, don't forget we're giving away 2 pair of tickets to the Hyper Beer Festival at the Frederick Fairgrounds. It will be from 12 to 7 on February 15th, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on. But the best part of it is there's a whole lot of beer going on. And it's all day, and it's the day after Valentine's Day. So if you can hold your honey in check till the next day, you could both have a great time. You know, that's what I'm saying. But Noob, what's your take on that? What's your weakness out there? What do you think?
These teams don't have many weaknesses, to be honest. Maybe kicking game for Philly. I don't know. They don't really have many weaknesses. And I agree with you guys as far as defensively, they're both 2 of the best. Man, KC, just like you were saying, Waddy, they've been there. They take care of the ball. Like, they do the little things. They're well coached. And to me, like, that's the most important thing. Like, who doesn't get penalized, We can talk about that later.
That's another rabbit hole if you want to go down. That's
I'm
another
gonna
one.
avoid it, but that turnovers, man. If you can avoid those two things and then move the ball, like the Commanders against the Eagles, they moved the ball down the field. They had an 18-play drive to start the game, and but they couldn't punch it in. So I guess red zone effectiveness is going to be huge, and then score TDs, and I'm so interested to see if they can stop Saquon.
Yeah, I want to see how they do it.
Yeah.
You know, what is that plan? Because that's a big key for them.
Do you? Let me ask you guys this. I've been thinking about this too. Do you play more strong safeties? Because we know strong safeties can cover down the field, but we also know they can come downhill and make a play.
The problem is with that is you got two legit receivers.
I'm about to say you say played more strong safeties. Who you talking about? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
They're going to need to play because their secondary isn't. I mean, they only have the one guy that's pretty.
Their secondary, I mean, they play. I guess it's solid. They know what they're doing. They don't make a lot of mistakes. But my fear is if you let one of those safeties accidentally come down in that box, and you got Brown and Smith sitting on the outside on you, I don't know if I like my chances. Yeah,
whoever McDuffie's not on.
Exactly.
Trent McDuffie's the real deal. I was a little skeptical of him, but I think he's the real deal. You know, I was listening to some guys talk about what's his name, Davis from Philadelphia.
Oh,
yeah. And they said that he's kind of masked because he didn't have the season that the other three guys on that defensive line had. Right. He might be one of the only guys playing for the Eagles who came with high expectations that didn't play at the level. And then they talked about on the other side of that how Nolan Smith, another Georgia guy, has been off the chain as far as of rushing.
He's on a roll.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Maybe you go at Davis running the ball.
You got to worry about Carter.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, good luck. I mean,
that guy's just. When I saw him pick that, was it the Redskins game where he picked that dude up and just took him with him right back into the backfield? I was like, God dang, how strong must he be?
He's a generational talent. He's like a Reggie White type.
Yeah.
And we were worried about him being in that car accident, killing somebody.
One dude went.
I think he's going to end up being like that, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only in year 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That's crazy to think about that. But, he came out of college ready to play. Mm-hmm. I'll say one thing about Smart. He gets those guys ready to come out of college and play day one, at the level they play. So, how do each of these teams get there? Were both of them dominant during the regular season? I kind of feel like Kansas City was just squeaking by to get there
in the beginning.
They even squeaked by their first playoff game. That really wasn't a dominant performance.
Nope.
But every time they find a way to win,
and that's
1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
Many games they played, they only won by 1 or 2
Don't
points.
forget the referees. Let's not
I'm
forget
not
that.
going.
That's the 12th man. You gotta have the 12th man.
I call it when the referees, you got calls like that. I call that luck.
Okay.
That's what I call.
Well, like Newt said in the post, that tackle, he does that. That Taylor, he does that jump early all game.
And it's a matter of are they going to call it or not?
Exactly.
And if they don't call it, he's going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And
What you paid.
so
because he definitely jumped.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see if they call that alignment call that they were calling early in the year when the tackles are hanging back a little bit.
He's the one.
I bet you won't hear it.
He's the one. He's always hanging back and he's always jumping.
You won't hear it.
That'll be interesting to see because that really that's.
I was talking to a doctor the other day. You know what he told me?
Oh,
he said to read coaches up the corners to get in the referee's way when they go to spot the ball. That they'll edge him out and force them to go around to the short side, and then flip the ref to pump when he spots the ball. So he has to take a step towards. He said he coaches the corners. I think.
Okay.
Get the referee
Really?
the side judge's way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
I mean, that
makes sense.
Any advantage you can get.
It makes
Right?
sense.
Stand right in front of him when the ball's being spotted. Like he's looking for that spot.
You make him take
and
that.
then you just step right in front of him, force him to go back to the short side.
Once he just let the cat out of the bag.
like that. I'm not. Well, it's one thing I got to pay attention to now.
Yeah, watch this.
I gotta watch.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it.
Watch
I
it.
see it now.
Hey, don't forget about sending us an email if you want a couple of tickets for the Hyper Beer Festival at the Frederick Fairgrounds on February 15th from 12 to 7. Booze, freaking food, entertainment, vendors, you name it. We got a couple of pairs of tickets to give away for that. So send me an email. All you got to do is scan.
Drunk men,
Scan.
drunk women,
You know. Oh, there'll be drunk women there. Yeah. You know.
drunk men, and drunk women.
Yeah.
Whatever you think
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. How about Philly, though? What was their road like getting there?
I mean,
They've
it
been
wasn't
even,
flashy,
but they've been even killing.
Yeah,
the
they
whole
have been the
year.
whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's a shit.
and that's what I
That's it.
kind of, for me as a coach,
Steady.
I'm looking at. Yeah, it's been
Steady.
right here.
Yeah.
You know, you haven't had this.
Yes.
So come game time, do I have to worry about that?
Yeah.
You know that roller coaster effect. But
Yeah,
it's
they're
been
gonna run.
Barkley, Hurts, O line, D line, and home run plays. That's it.
Last loss was to the Commanders.
Do
and Louisville knocked him out.
Yeah.
That hurts out.
And take away one of those.
Do they play action the first play and go deep, or do they hand it off?
Hey, handing it off.
They bring Kenny Pickett in to
No.
quarterback the first play
No.
Intercept.
and let Hurts be in the backfield. And
Yeah.
We knew it's a handoff.
Yeah. Steelers backup quarterbacks guaranteed to win the NFL Super Bowl.
how about that?
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
How
say
about
that again.
Last year, Steelers quarterback.
Trubisky's in.
No, where's he?
He's in
He's at the
Buffalo.
He's in Buffalo. My bad. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, about to say.
Yeah. It's who's the backup in Kansas City? What's his name?
Wentz.
Wentz.
Oh,
Carson Wentz.
Right.
is this his second year or first year there?
First. It's his first.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be he would be like basking in the glory of that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
After being drafted by
So
the
just-
Eagles.
This is going to be a high scoring game.
Oof.
I put it in the mid range. I don't like.
What's
Yeah,
the over
I
under?
had it in the mid-
48? What's the over under?
Overrun is 48 and a half.
There you go.
I went with like
It'd be around that.
32-27.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
That Philly secondary is
that's a lot. I didn't.
pretty slick. I mean,
Well,
it ain't like they got receivers to challenge them.
Yeah.
Who they gonna challenge?
Their problem is in the second half, their team has. I don't know, for some reason they get a little lull in there and allow teams to get back in it, and that's one of the worries also that I kind of have for Philly, because you if you don't put the dagger in, that's and KC they're coming.
To the end.
Yes, and that is
To the
proven.
end. Who
That's
they
why
beat?
Kansas City wins by 1 or 2.
Yes, they're not blinking.
That's scary
It is.
from that perspective.
Yeah.
Like you never know. But the Eagles' defense is so strong. Like
Good.
I feel like those two corners, Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, both of them made the all-rookie team. Both of them were up for Rookie of the Year. Both of them.
And what'd you call them?
DeJean.
Quinion,
No. What they're what?
Rookies.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well,
It's a
DeJean.
big game.
hey,
Big game. I'm just saying. Big game. A lot of time.
Pat Mahomes.
You got the crowd. You got your family back there.
It ain't going to affect
doing the
DeJean.
big
I don't know
stage.
about Mitchell, but DeJean's going to be ready.
Okay.
He's a player.
All right.
He is a player.
He's a player.
All those games in Iowa paired him well.
Big Ten, baby. Big
Number
Ten.
one defense in the country.
Yeah. Okay.
Big Ten.
We just
Number
got. We gonna find out. I can tell you that.
He's telling you.
So we've said pretty much Saquon. We said Hurts.
Saquon.
We talked about Jalen Carter.
We didn't mention Kelsey.
We didn't mention Kelsey. I was thinking about other big name players
Or not so big.
or not so big who could be impactful in this game.
Chris Jones.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, definitely.
But
That's big name.
Yeah.
it is. But on the other side of that,
Karlaftis.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude is really coming to his own,
Yes, he
hasn't
is.
he?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, he
Yes.
came out the same year as. Check me on this.
I don't know where he went.
Purdue?
Did he?
I don't know.
He came out the same year as Aiden Hutchinson, though, right?
Did he?
I'm pretty
check in a minute.
sure
Maybe.
3 years ago.
Came out in Karlaftis. Karlaftis, where are you, sir? Oh, 22.
22.
Okay.
That's when Aiden Hutchinson came out.
22.
Okay.
Where'd he go?
Yeah,
Purdue.
Purdue.
Yep. Big Ten.
Engineer.
He was the number one, wasn't he?
Some better. Oh, there we go. Karlaftis was a number one pick, number 30.
Okay.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, it's a hell of a number one
Yeah.
pick.
And he's like 24 years old.
He was born in Athens, Greece.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
I've been there.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
No,
It's legit.
I've been to Santorini.
A lot of spray paint goes on there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
yeah. How about in terms of the Eagles? Who's that one guy? Who's that one guy that's going to make a difference? Because I don't think that linebacker is that Bond.
Bond.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make that much of a difference in this game. He's a run stopper. He had 185 tackles as a run stopper.
Yeah.
He wrecked the Commanders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
it cost
he is a
fumble.
tackle machine. There's no question about it. That man only made $3 million this year. Did you know that?
Yeah, because they found him. He's a free agent. wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Came
from
in free agent.
Tampa, right?
Yeah, outside back.
Yeah, and you guys were laughing when you were like, "Yeah, the Commanders bring in low-priced free agents. That's what you get for low price.
No, I wasn't laughing at the fact that they bring them
That's
in.
what you get for low price.
I was laughing at the fact that
185 tackles.
I was laughing at the fact that Pittsburgh brings in low price free agents, and you get what you get with them. You know?
We ain't bringing the right ones in. Obviously, they brought one in.
You know what I do?
We're not coaching them up.
No.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding. You got it, baby. You got it. You got it. You know. Hey, who's going to win this thing? Who's going to win this thing?
Go ahead,
fellas?
Noob. Start with Noob down there.
And why?
Brother-in-law, my
You got to tell me why,
brother-in-law,
though.
Huge Kansas City fan. But I'm going to say that Philly's got a little too much for them. I think Saquon's going to be on a mission. The way he ran in the NFC Championship was just phenomenal. I'm going to say Philly,
Okay.
and they're going to ride. They're going to ride Saquon.
You got a score?
Why? Let's go 31-27.
National anthem. Over under 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Who's singing?
Over.
Who's singing?
John Baptiste. I know who that dude is. Waddy, who you got?
You want to know why? You want to know what you want to know?
I want all the above.
You want to know all the above?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm struggling going back and forth. So it is tough because I do think it's going to be a close game. I really do. And I would be shocked if it's not. And going back to some of the weaknesses, some of the strengths, and one of the things that we did kind of mention a little bit. What wins games?
Defense.
Turnovers.
Okay, you said defense, right? Okay, and defense, who has the better defense?
The Steagles.
Okay, all right, and then I go the next thing: who has the best? As far as winning games, you go O line, D line, because if you ain't got it, you ain't winning. There it is. So for me, there it is. That's the answer. That is the answer.
We got two.
And I go 27-24.
Hey, is Brian your brother?
Who?
Brian. Brian Watson.
Yes.
Brian says that Waddy's very knowledgeable. He must be a Washington Commander fan.
That's false information he's giving out.
Is he younger or older than you?
He is younger.
Yeah, that would explain it right there.
Yeah, he's young. He's young.
See?
He is a commander.
I'm going with
Yeah,
you heard me. I'm going with the Philadelphia Steagles. In case you guys didn't know that, some years back we combined the Steelers and the Eagles for one team. That was a long time ago.
1933?
Yeah, long time ago. Long time ago. I wasn't even around.
Me neither.
I'm going with that. I'm going with the Eagles. Best defense, Saquon. I just think that their secondary is going to contain those Chiefs receivers because really you only got Juju, and Juju's he's played well, but he ain't like, oh, I'm scared of Juju. So no, I'm going 44 Eagles. Yeah, Eagles 44.
But you're gonna be asleep, so you might not even see the
Yeah, he said,
44-24.
Wow, gotta be some turnovers. You get like that.
Wow, yeah.
You guys have put me on the hot seat here because
Going down.
I wanted to go Eagles.
You can go wherever you want.
Well, yeah, I know that.
You can stand up. You can get off that hot seat. You can stand up. You stand right on up and say what you want to say.
Listen, I wanted to go Eagles, but somebody got to go KC. And the reason I'm going to go KC is they've been there. Mahomes has been there. He's calm and cool under pressure. They've got a plethora of guys he throws the ball to, including his number one, which is Kelsey. And that depends on who's going to match up with Kelsey and where will Kelsey find himself open. And they've got some backs they can run the ball with Kareem Hunt, Pacheco. Like they've got Kareem.
Yeah, Kareem.
Like they've got a wealth of weapons and they know how to use them. And I'm sure that Andy Reid is looking at the bigger picture, deciding which one of those weapons could be the most productive for us. I'm sure he is scheming up plays for each one of those guys. Okay. And like I said earlier, I think Spagnuolo is stud defensive coordinator, and he's going to have the remedy to shut down that running game, and he's going to force Hurts to beat them, whether it's with his legs or with his arm. So I'll ride with Kansas City. I'm going to say something like 32-28.
Yeah. All right, fans, y'all hear that, right? You said plethora. Like, I know you said plethora of people throw it to. I know couples two, a few is three with a plethora.
Plethora would be like a whole bunch of dudes.
Yeah, he got Kelsey. That's
a whole bunch of dudes.
That's it. That's all he got.
He got Xavier Worthy. He got
Plethora?
3 tight ends.
I would say a couple.
I think it's just from the coaching side.
Okay.
Like you said, the experience of the coaching.
Okay.
Being in the Super Bowl.
I tell you,
But I always, like I tell Mark, it's always to me, it's who makes the least mistakes.
yes,
Of
who makes
course.
the least interceptions,
Yeah.
and who makes the most points.
Yeah.
Those are the tricks of the game. You look at both teams.
Who you like, Joe?
There are interceptions and fumbles, and Kansas City seems to play pretty tight. Same with Philly. So, yeah, I'm not going as high as you guys. I'm still going defensive game.
okay.
In like 27, 24. Nothing.
Waddy, what's the script say?
Well, actually, as I did take a little peek at the script, they actually have Philly winning this thing in a blowout. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
Yes,
Is that the script that I wrote then? Huh?
No, it's a script that I peeked at, but yeah, they do actually. Not quite sure, I didn't look at the stats on it or anything like that, but I just peeked in the book a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, the tail.
Yeah.
Can you imagine dealing with Philly people after this?
Okay.
They win the second Super Bowl. Jesus, God almighty.
So
Good thing they suck at hockey. Good thing they lose in baseball and
how
basketball.
cool would be see AJ Wood in the ring though? That would be really
Yeah.
One of our guys want
Yeah. One of Noob's kids.
Yeah.
It's on the squad. Yeah.
Wow.
But you never know. He might get out.
Wait,
I
he's
don't
on
know
what
how that
squad?
plays.
Oh, so they got two guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Two big guys.
Yep.
But the one name, and I keep saying, because you also kind of mentioned a little bit with the receivers and stuff like that. If Xavier Worthy doesn't have a big game, and I call, making those splash type plays, KC could be in trouble. And I say that because who else are they going to go to at that
Listen.
point? They need him to make those plays.
Are they going to run him out of slot?
What do you like about Worthy?
I don't know what,
What is Worthy's biggest asset?
speed.
You know who else has speed? Cooper.
But what happens if they run Xavier Worthy out of the slot?
Cooper plays slot. He can help a slot, I believe. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm just saying, like
Inside now.
He's a tight end
Yeah.
guy.
But this is where that 21-4
I wanted
for
to.
Andy Reid comes into play. How do you get that man the ball?
Okay.
Because he's got to have a big game, I think, for KC to really win. Yeah, Kelsey's going to get his. He's going to get his.
Yeah.
But he's got to be that other guy.
It's going to be interesting.
Double team.
Yeah.
Also, give me double team. They're gonna be
And he's still
Well,
yeah.
they'll play him high-low
Yeah.
without taking away
Again,
from
that's
anyone
what
else.
Look, Cooper's taking someone out the game. It's going to be one of those guys.
Why did he hang around for so long, though, in that draft? Can anybody explain that to me? Why Cooper Disease?
I don't know. He
Didn't
can
he have
run.
some injury issues or something?
He did.
Yeah,
he
I
can
think that's
run.
probably why.
He's
Is
fast.
it because white guys can't play corner?
No, injury issues, I think is what it was.
I think he's played corner pretty well. Remember, he laid out Henry this year. Did you see that?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh man, y'all didn't see the hit on Henry?
I saw it.
Yeah. Hit him, picked
He
him,
did.
and dunked him. Boom. Yeah.
I saw that
Yeah.
one dude.
Man,
The
he's ready.
Steelers used to have plays for the Raiders now do that too, though.
Spillane.
Yeah.
Spillane.
Yeah. I see Ross Spillane do that. He got a fat payday out of that. Mickey Spillane.
Detective.
Yeah.
That's an old school TV.
Yeah, it's old school. Right
That's what
there.
my granddad used to say.
They're like people listening to this and know that one.
Oh, my God.
That's petty.
Hey,
Oh, my God.
thanks again to Mike and Audie for having us here. It's been a fantastic run here at Frederick Social. We're going to wrap this up with a little, I guess, what do you want to call it? A game show, quiz show? You're going to test our knowledge, right, Gene?
I am.
He's going to test me, Noobs, and Waddy.
Yes.
He's going to test our Super Bowl
Super
knowledge.
Bowl.
So,
That means it could be any Super Bowl.
so
I didn't go all the way back to the first one.
right here,
Well, he the only one been around for the since you never started. So.
These are. Let me think. Let me see. These are. No, these are pretty. No, you guys should know these.
if you know it, you hit it.
If you know it, you hit it. That's right. You ready? Are we
That's
ready?
not a 5, right?
I got 5.
Okay, let's do it.
Who scored the fastest touchdown in Super Bowl history?
Willie Parker.
Fastest. No,
What does that mean?
it was in 14 seconds.
Oh, from when they
Yeah. So that tells you what it had to be.
kick off return.
Come on.
I don't
No
remember.
one's getting these points, Joe.
I don't remember.
You want to take another stab, Mark? Fastest. It was a kick return, yes.
I must have still been doing the wings.
Hester.
Boom. Devin Hester.
Devin
Because you know he fast. Gone. There
Yep.
you go. Go.
See, yeah, and I forgot.
One for me.
I forgot all about Chicago being in the Super Bowl.
That's because they only played twice.
It's funny you say that because I'm gonna ask you, which are the only teams who never appear in the Super Bowl? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that have never appeared in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Think about before you hit that button, please.
I got how many?
There's 4 of them.
4.
Yes, they've never appeared in a Super Bowl.
Jacksonville.
Ho ho ho! You gonna hit the bell or no? No, there's 4 teams. When you got 4, yeah, you only got 1. Don't hit the bell with 1. I don't want 1. I need 4. No, I don't need 1. I want 4.
I gave 1. I thought
We're gonna have to spin up on that.
It's 4. Let's go.
I got, all right, Jacksonville.
Texans. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're team.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh shoot. Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
Woo! And he never will.
Oh my gosh. I tell you.
That's a good one.
And who's the other one? Oh my God.
No one's getting a point for this, by the way. Just for the record. Y'all,
I didn't give anything away.
no one gets a point.
Jacksonville.
There you go.
Cleveland.
I said
That's it.
that.
You said Jacksonville?
Yeah, I was at first one.
That's my first one.
He said Jacksonville, Cleveland.
Okay. No one gets a point. No one gets a point for that.
I should get a point because I said that first, so I didn't.
Yeah, but you had to have all 4 to get the point.
Okay.
It's not the team.
But we
all
we got to work our way through this. So the Chargers were in it back in the day.
Jacksonville.
I don't remember that. What year was that?
The Chargers beat
Oh,
the
yes.
Steelers.
That's right.
Jacksonville. Chargers.
I got them. We're done. You already named them.
Oh, okay.
You get all 4.
What were they again?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh, no, wait. You didn't get all 4.
We missed one.
Yes. Cleveland, Detroit, Jacksonville.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Detroit was actually
That's
yeah.
where we missed. Detroit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So it's still 1-0-0.
Y'all, this is kind of
Half
We
and
should get
half,
like
right?
point-
We should get half and half.
all right.
Oh,
We have a 25. Who's the youngest quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl?
Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, Ben Roethlisberger.
There you go. You don't ring the bell. It's not official.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Who holds the record for the most passing yards in a single Super Bowl? One game. Yes. This is.
Nope. Kurt.
That's a good call.
You did like you didn't know.
That's a good
You
call.
did like you didn't know. That's a no. You're right.
All right. Okay.
Everything ain't
So now you guys can say whatever you want.
I'll say Tom Brady.
You would be correct. You don't have to. You already hit it.
He came back. He came back in that game against whatchamacallit. That's where he had it.
All right. This is for the coup de grace. How do you spell it? Coup de grace. Wow.
No idea.
Let me Google it.
That'd be
Which two starting quarterbacks won Super Bowls with 2 different teams? And I need the quarterback and the team.
Too
Okay.
late. He
So
taking too
Peyton
long.
Manning won
He taking too long.
listen, Peyton Manning won with Indy and Denver.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
And Brady won with New England and
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
There you go. That's it.
That's what's up.
I was getting ready to say Timmy Smith ran for the most yards. I was ready.
Hey,
I was ready for the
That's
most
it. Wow.
yeah, that was good.
That was good.
2, 1.5, 1.5.
Yes, that was good.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. Just another shout out to Audie and Mike Nagy for letting us do this show here at Frederick Social. It's been an awesome time. I guarantee we'll come back. Especially when we get this little spot right here. This is great, you know.
And
And
if you're in town in Frederick, come on down. It's starting to fill up.
yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Come on down and hang out and get you some of these non-alcoholic beers.
Don't forget to send us an email if you want a couple of tickets for that Hyper Beer Festival.
Give me an email.
Matt Thrasher from Rockwell Brewery.
Do they know
Look,
Yes.
Original Sports Podcast at gmail.com. All you got to do is scan that bad boy. It'll take you right to the webpage. It's on there. Okay. We'll give you a couple of tickets. The first 2 people will get 2 pair of tickets. So, hey, thanks for joining us on our Super Bowl preview show.
And there's Skin.
Oh, how about that? The boss showed up. Look at her. Look how beautiful. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. See you Tuesday. We'll be talking post Super Bowl wrap up. And thanks to our guy Joe for being the cameraman.
And we
This podcast is part of the Frederick Podcast Network. Learn more at listenfrederick.com.